were examining our solar system. We are all around the sun.
I've been interested in space for as long as I can remember. I wanted to be an astronaut when I was young, but I was always worried that I couldn't be an astronaut because of these. They're called cochlear implants. They allow me to hear because I was born profoundly deaf, meaning I literally cannot hear at all. Very soon we could see a first in space, an all-British mission crewed only by British astronauts. And I've managed to get an interview with 2 astronauts who might potentially be on that mission. John McFall isn't just any astronaut. He's a former bronze medal winning Paralympian and a trained surgeon, aiming to be the first astronaut with a physical disability in space. And joining him is Megan Christian, who has spent months in Antarctica doing climate change research. Hello, thank you for joining me today. What's the biggest challenge you think you'll face up in space?
For me, when you live and work on the space station for this long, you have to do a lot of exercise to keep your body in good health. Now, no one with a prosthesis or an amputation has lived and worked on the space station before. The hardest thing would be to predict or try and understand and use my prosthesis to do exercise on a daily basis. So that would be interesting.
Based on the experience in Antarctica, you might expect that the hardest things will be to do with the physical conditions, but I did actually find that the sort of emotional, psychological side and getting along with your crewmates is the thing that you have to work on the most.
So, John, you've already accomplished so much as a Paralympian and a surgeon. How do those experiences prepare you for space?
Becoming an amputee and then learning to run again prepared me pretty well for the challenges of training every day, but also the psychological challenge, managing your emotions under stressful situations. The hardest thing that I've had to cope with is changing mindsets and encouraging people to have faith in my ability and understand the fact that people with physical disabilities are equally capable when given the chance.
I was worried that because I'm deaf, I've got these, I wouldn't be able to be an astronaut. How likely do you think it will be that there'll be a future where space travel is accessible to everyone?
Here at the European Space Agency, we're laying the foundations to create those conditions for space flight to be more accessible. So like me, you use some assistive technology. And what I found is that the person is not so much the problem, it's the safety of getting assistive technology into space, because there are risks with taking technology into space, things like batteries, electronics, but I hope this is a stepping stone.
That makes me feel good, so that if I want to be an astronaut as one day, I hopefully will be able to. Megan, your work as a climate scientist has taken you to extreme environments like Antarctica. And how has that prepared you for the challenges of space?
There are a few things about it that are related to space missions. From a working perspective, what we're doing is we are looking after permanent observatories, and that's exactly what astronauts do up on the International Space Station. It's quite a different extreme environment to space, but you're still getting all those difficulties for both your body and for your mind as well.
What's one piece of advice you'd give to young girls who are interested in science and space exploration?
Keep at it. Stay curious. Being curious is the most important thing if you want to be a scientist.
Well, I found it really cool speaking to you 2 astronauts, and thank you for making the time to speak to me.
Yeah, thank you. It was great to talk to you.
It's a pleasure to speak to you, Sam.